Happy Monday, Northland. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. And for the last time, well, until I guess the boys need to call us for help again, it's me, Sydney Whitty.
And me, Madison Green, filling in again one last time before Ryan and Hunter come back to Northern Life full throttle. Now, over the weekend, Sydney and I did have a good time. We got to hang out with a friend who used to live up here, moved down from the city. So hopefully you guys all had a good one at home too. And to keep up the fun, we have a jam-packed show today, let me tell you.
I know, we sure do. So we're talking about a lot of animals on today's show and some of the cool things they're doing in the Midwest, like making their way to the police force.
Yeah, very interesting. You did hear that correctly.
I know, yeah, making their way to the police force. I think we're going to talk about a dog and a tortoise, too. And then we're talking about some other stuff, too, Madison.
Yes, we are. After that, we are meeting a man who typically hangs out with the two of us on the morning show one day a week. And we'll give you a taste of his little segment. There he is. Movie Mondays with Matt Rasmussen himself.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun show for sure. We have a lot to talk about. And first, we're going to talk about what today is. So it's September 22nd, which means it's officially the first day of fall.
I can't believe that. That's insane to me.
I know.
Absolutely crazy. But today does kick off the autumn equinox, which essentially means we are ushering in the pumpkins, the fall colors, maybe Halloween, sweaters, everything and anything fall.
Yeah, like a flannel. Can't forget that here in the Northland, of course. Now, in case you're unfamiliar, the autumn equinox actually begins at 1:19 p.m. today. So in just under an hour here in the Northland, there's plenty of ways to celebrate with fall tours, train ride up the North Shore, or a lunch and leaves cruise on the Vista Star. And once the leaves go, so do the fall colors, and then it turns cold. But Madison, this is like your favorite season.
Oh my gosh, everything about it, everything I just listed off is phenomenal. Sweaters, flannels, pumpkin spice, everything, please.
I know.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And maybe a way to ring in the fall is to maybe get married.
Oh, getting married. I guess you could get married, but I think you got to soak up all of the fall colors first, and then you can get married.
Yes, you can get married after you soak in the fall colors. So on a lake in west central Minnesota, you'll find a tiny chapel next to a vibrant garden. John Lauritsen shows us how the chapel and the garden are intertwined in a small town.
It's small, it's stretched out, yes, but it's a great bunch of people.
In the United States, there are 13 different towns named Long Beach. This one is the smallest, but it's found a colorful way to stand out.
A little tranquility, a little peace of mind.
Terry Dune is talking about Morning Glory Gardens on the shores of Lake Minnewaska. It was created in the 1960s when a newspaper editor named Ed Barsness got sick of seeing an ugly marsh next to a beautiful lake.
He writes in the newspaper how when he would drive by here, it would smell so. It was just a swamp in the springtime.
So they filled the swamp and created a 100-foot-long garden that's been here ever since. Each year, carnations, geraniums, and black-eyed Susans are a common sight.
Begonias, and there's decorative cabbages this year.
And those darn rabbits can't get enough of that.
Right.
Terry is the caretaker, but he gets an assist from more than 30 volunteers who help clean and weed. How proud are you, Terry, when you look at all this?
Oh, it just, makes me beam. It's a labor of love.
The garden sits in the shadow of the Morning Glory Chapel, which moved in a few years after the flowers did.
John, come into the tiny chapel, and it is tiny.
Terry says the little church seats 16 people comfortably, but 12 is ideal. It has an altar, a padded kneeler, and a guest book.
There's people here from San Antonio, Texas.
The chapel once stood where a local hospital is now. In 1981, it found a new home near the garden. 4 to 8 weddings a year are held here at the chapel. They typically start in May and end sometime in the fall. As small as it is, this place of prayer is massive compared to 6-seater churches in the towns of Laverne and Dawson. A church near Oslo in northern Minnesota seats just 4 people, but it's the site, not the size, that gets your attention.
It gives them a place to go where they can reflect, where they can get a little tranquility or serenity. It means different things to different people.
And in Long Beach, the chapel and garden go together. During sunrise, you see how this place got its name.
It is just brilliant. When it comes up, it's to God's glory.
In Pope County with photojournalist Mike Durenberger, John Lauritsen, WCCO News.
FAA students at Minnewaska High School helped design this year's garden, and anyone who wants to get married at that chapel can do so for only a $150 donation.
Wow, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to say yes at that chapel. And speaking about people saying yes, scientists are saying yes to bringing back an extinct bird.
It's so cool. So a Texas company says it's stepping closer to bringing back the dodo bird from extinction. So get this, the dodo bird has been extinct for about 400 years. Wednesday, Colossal Biosciences announced that it is using genetic engineering to try and create a living, breathing version or copy of the bird. The company says it has the technology to successfully culture specialized cells from the Nicobar pigeons, the dodo's closest living relative. They say it will take at least 5 to 7 years for the project to play out. Now, an animal that's not so extinct are dogs.
Yeah.
In fact, they're cute and pretty smart too.
Yeah, I think that's true. But dog owners, listen up. Has your good girl or good boy ever done this? So check this out. A few states over in Illinois, Aurora police broke down the door of a burning house last week. The family's terrier, Oakley, was inside. When the officer tried to get Oakley to safety, he actually ran away from him, and it turns out he was leading the officer to his leash. And once it was on, Oakley was ready to get out of there. No one else was in home at the time, and no one was injured.
The goodest of boys. And if that wasn't enough of animals on patrol, there's one in Iowa who's taking it a little slower.
A little slow, I think so.
Yeah, so meet the latest member of the police force in Iowa. Officer Bonsai is an honorary police officer, and she just so happens to be a tortoise. And she gets plenty of leafy greens, sunny naps, and she was rescued from Wisconsin over to
Iowa. Yeah, pretty sick. Welcome back. Now, since it's Monday, we wanted to share a little of what we do on Mondays on the morning show here with you all on Northern Life. And joining us is Matt Rasmussen.
So in case you don't know, we have a new segment that we do each Monday where Matt here breaks down the box office numbers, and we call it Movie Mondays with Matt.
Yes, and it's an absolute circus, and I hope you guys are having fun watching it because we're having an awful lot of fun putting it together. There's a little highlight of a few of the shenanigans we've gotten into. Who's that guy on the right? That's Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtles. Actually, just kidding. It's me.
Yeah, so we've done this for quite a few weeks now, and this gives you the opportunity kind of to step in front of the camera. Obviously here people are seeing all these snippets of you in front of the camera, but really hear what you're doing every day, even on the days that you're doing this segment on Mondays. You're really behind the camera. So can you explain what you do for the station when
And
you're
behind
not
the desk.
out there doing all that?
Yes, well, man, how do I even begin? Well, I've been the morning director here for like 9 years now, and the duties haven't changed too much. Just kind of put the videos in so that they can go up on the TV, get the studio set up so that we can have a show, keep you two in line because you two are out of control.
Excuse us.
And I have to be screaming in your ear like all morning and, you know, keep on timing. Oh, here's a couple of things I've worked on over the years
So
here.
tell us about this. Why do you have this entire room here?
This is a little bit of my cred as a filmmaker. I've been making films since 2002, if you can believe it or not. Here's a couple of the roles I've been in and a few of the different things I've made. Like, a lot of them are local. Whoa, here's my new one. The King of Halloween movie special, part 1, will be premiering this fall, as a matter of fact. Very excited about that. But yeah, I've been making movies since 2002, and I learned all the basics out here, like at UWS. I got my degree, and just kind of been in the area, just making silly videos ever since, and figured I might as well come and work here at this TV station. So here we are.
So what makes it so rewarding, right? So you're obviously going out there making films. So what's so different about being able to share that with people at home on Mondays on Northern News Now Today?
Well, the thing I love about our Monday segment is not only is it informational as I report the box office numbers, it's also entertaining.
Yes, it is.
And, you know, that's kind of the sort of thing we need right now. Like, sometimes we come in and it's your guys' job to tell the world what's happening, and we look at the rundown of our stories that we have, and sometimes some of the stories aren't so nice, they're a little heavy. And you get to tune into my segment, and you just get to escape for a while. And I really want to just entertain everybody and hopefully bring a smile to your face. And, you know, so it's the complete antithesis of a heavy news day. So, yeah.
It's a good break in the heavy blocks that we have, and we get to take a breather, get to have you on and do a few bits maybe or something too.
And what are movies after all, if not a little bit of escapism and just, you know, being entertained and having fun.
Yeah, so what made you want to make movies in general?
Just watching movies so much as a kid. Like that was my fun. That was my therapy. Like I just throw things on, be like, what does it take to make these things happen? And I've always been curious, and I wanted to learn the process, and started at an early age in the 90s making silly little things on my own. And the 90s, what's that?
I know.
And that's always been something I've been interested in. And that's the best way to like express yourself as someone in this, on this side of things.
And you are not one to shy away from expressing yourself. And there was a common theme through that clip that we saw there. And it seems to be a little Halloween-esque there.
Halloween-esque. I'm glad you brought that up. I am the king of Halloween.
There we go.
Yes, I'm sure people have seen him a few times on shows here at Northern News Now. As you as the king of Halloween, of course. And next week is October. So what are we looking forward to when we go into the next few weeks here?
Oh, and nothing but spooky. It's going to be nothing but the King of Halloween. It's going to be different versions of the King of Halloween. It's all going to be spooky flicks of the week. I mean, they're all pretty spooky now, but hey, I can't control what movies are re-released into theaters. That's that's the little cheat code there.
Right.
Most of my flicks of the week are fun re-releases.
Yeah.
And
so, talking about flicks of the week, that's something that you've integrated into Movie Mondays with Matt. And obviously here we have some Spider-Man themes here. Could you explain what the flick of the week is?
I don't know if you
probably could not hear that.
I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, Venom was trying to explain it. Don't worry, Venom, I'll tell them all about it. So the flick of the week for today is the re-release of, here we are, Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire trilogy. Awesome. And this is a silly one because it's like, why? This is the first time I'm kind of wondering, why are they re-releasing all of the films? Because there's no reason for it. I don't know, it's fun. Yeah. We talk more about it, and you can tune into Northern News Now Plus, and I'll tell you more about it as well.
Yeah, a little teaser. You go onto our streaming, and you can see him break this all down even bigger if you miss it on the morning show every Monday.
Well, thank you so much, Matt, for joining us, and we will be right back after the break.
And we're back. So there's something pretty cool that we're going to talk about. There's artificial intelligence that's transforming barns, fields, and even tractors over in the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, and Nina Sperano shows us how in one farm in central Wisconsin, AI is reshaping the future of agriculture.
Just north of Wausau, you'll find cows with cutting-edge AI. This isn't just a farm. It's the Agriculture Center of Excellence, the only working dairy farm and learning lab in the Wisconsin Technical College system.
Doing what 402 is doing here, just chewing her cud. That's her, as happy as we can get her.
Here, students learn to manage cows, crops, and equipment, while new AI technology is tested and shared with farmers across the state.
So AI is changing farming here because we're able to pull just tons and tons of data. So off of our robots, we're able to talk to actually track cows and see slight changes in each of their udder production.
Milking robots can spot irregularities before farmers even know there's a problem. Drones map entire fields, catching diseased crops from the sky. And semi-autonomous tractors doing the work without a hand on the wheel. The newest experiment, an ingestible sensor inside the cow, measuring her temperature to 1/10 of a degree.
And that'll help us really help determine when the cow is ready to be bred, when she's going to have her calf, and it even fluctuates throughout when she's drinking water and things like that. But it makes a predictable algorithm so that we can still tell something's going on with that cow at 0.1 of a degree Fahrenheit.
But AI isn't just about healthier cows. It's also about the people who care for them.
I think it's going to really have a fit is when you've got less people coming to the dairies and working for the dairymen, where you can get more cows through on the farm with less help. It'll help with the cost of the labor on farms, but it'll also help with the efficiencies.
And farmers say this is just the start. Electric tractors, autonomous robots, even power from methane. It's what farmers call Agriculture 4.0, where AI and autonomy are redefining dairy farming.
Obviously something out of my realm. I don't think I'm an expert in that. Maybe we could go one day and learn about AI and dairy farms.
Farming, two things that I have zero knowledge on. So yeah, we'll study up.
Me too. Maybe we could call up the boys that aren't here and we could ask them to teach us how to milk cows, because I know they kind of recently in the past few months went somewhere and learned all about how to milk a cow. I think Ryan said it felt like a finger.
Right. Oh,
it was very interesting. I mean, again, I don't know. I like looking at cows. I think cows are cute.
Yeah,
I have like cow
air
fresheners in my car.
Yeah, you do. I would say one of your favorite animals is a cow.
I would say so. I like the print. Like I have, I guess this outfit isn't cow print, but
close enough.
It could seek some sort of
animal.
What's the word? Yes, inspiration from cow. Maybe it's what I saw, and I was like, this is it.
Yeah, this is why I want to talk about this.
Yeah, she likes giraffes, so you can't really milk a giraffe.
I don't, right?
You can ride one.
Yeah, I think I rode an elephant. I don't know.
Well, after the break, we're going to give you guys a preview of what you can see this week on The Morning Show.
Oh, welcome back again. Now, if you haven't had enough of us here on Northern Life, we wanted to let you know about some fun things we have on the planned for the morning show that will make you want to join us there.
Yeah, so if you get too tired of Ryan and Hunter and you want to wake up nice and early, on Thursday on Northern News Now today, we'll be making some coffee in studio with the barista named Chance from Studio Cafe. Now that's in downtown Duluth, and it's all about previewing Coffee Fest, which is happening this Saturday at the Depot.
And on Friday, we are also celebrating all things Apple for Applepalooza at a local orchard.
I know, we have a very fun weekend planned. Now, I'm not going to be here on Friday about the apple orchard, but I'm glad I get to at least be here for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, you know, we can always use some more coffee on the morning show, waking up that early. But if you're not an early bird and you want to stick with your Northern Life, I do not blame you, because tomorrow there's a very fun blindfold planned where the boys go to the Lake Superior Zoo and get a little behind-the-scenes action of how to deal with some animals there.
Yeah, I think that'll be kind of interesting. Like the boys kind of monkeying around and everything. It'll be a fun time. So there's so much obviously to look forward to, and we've had so much here on Northern News Now. And the boys will be back tomorrow.
Thanks so much for having us.
Absolutely. Have a great Monday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.